Oh, well, who's up tonight? I know I am. I just uh, didn't get back from exercising till late, and so I wanted to make sure I got some live to answer questions from members, if the members are around. Oh, hi, Michelle. How are you? Brian, good evening. Uh, Listen, I don't know if you know, but there's a big grant program for small businesses where they're giving out $28,000 to small businesses. I'm pretty good. I did a lot of work today and got my exercise and picked up a car that was I want to give to my son who's far away. We don't use cars down here in downtown DC at all. Uh, but this is, I just put information about it up here. And it's called, there's been 3.6 applications for this grant program for small businesses. And because they're giving out $28,000 per employee in your business. And what happened, I don't know if you've seen it around, it's called the Employee Retention Credit tax credit. It's a tax credit. It's really the IRS is going to give you money. So if your business has ever paid taxes, they'll give you back over $28,000 per employee. And what happened, and this came out during COVID, and then there was all these companies, I see their ads all over. They're going to get you this money. They're going to get you this money or whatever. And because people are so afraid of filling out a tax form, they would go to these people, and these people were getting like $7,000 or more out of the $28,000 you're getting for filling the blanks on 4 or 5 pages. And that's ridiculous. But the problem too, these people were so aggressive. They weren't normal kind of people. They were aggressive people trying to make money from people who could get that. And they knew what the government was looking for and put this applications, whether it was true or not. And so what happened was that a lot of these applications were phony, and they already sent out the money and things like that. So these people got the money, but now they may have to give it back, and a lot of people are going to be pissed. And that's why I think to me, it's a lesson. Number one, you don't need somebody to fill out forms for your taxes. Number two, if they're that aggressive, particularly if they're making a percentage on something, it's bad for you. It sounds easy because you don't have to do anything. Hey, I know a place where I could get you $28,000 and you just have to give me, $8,000 of it. And so it's a great proposition for you, and the government just spits it out, and they know how to have maneuvered it, but now it's all being audited, and they stopped the program, but they said they're going to start it again soon. So that's what I want to make sure that members know about this, is that you could go to, I have the link there, it's an IRS program, and if you have the link, but you could put employee retention credit, employee retention credit is what you want to do. It's $28,000. Now the applications aren't open yet, but there will be because like half of these things were phony application. I mean, they weren't really eligible. So the IRS is trying to straighten up their act like that. But remember, you don't have to pay for an account. Any application, if you're a small business, any application that you want to fill out for a grant, you could get all the free help you want with that. And you could go to Americas, AMERICAS, and then SBDC.org. Americas, AMERIC, AMERICAS, and then SBDC.org, and make an appointment with a specialist there, and they'll help you fill out anything. So you can get free help. Actually, if you go to findhelp.org, and you put in your zip code, and you put in applications, God, where I live, now it may be a little different because I live in Washington, D.C., but there's 500 nonprofit organizations that help people fill out government forms. 500. See, but the average person doesn't know that. They'll go to Google, and you'll get trapped into, you know, grant writers and things like this because they make money off you. You know, and that's what. Remember that everything in Google is there for Google to make money. Google does not make money by giving you information about government offices or nonprofit organizations, because those two groups of people don't pay. They don't get money from you, so they don't have money to pay Google. So that's why you know, the robots that tell you what to see when you go to Google are obviously going to tell you to see these people that they're going to make money on them before before you know about the other people that give you money and don't take your money. So, and there's such a small percentage that you'll never see them within a Google search of 2 million or 200 million, literally 200 million. Now let's see, if I put in Google now, and I'll put business grants. Okay, then over here, I'll put tools. Okay, oh, you know how many websites are business grants? 3 billion. You hear that? 3 billion. 220 million websites. 3 billion. I mean, you should just throw up your hands and go home and drink. You can't do anything with 3 fucking billion. Whatever. Okay, let's put a little business websites in Maryland. Okay. What do you got there? Okay, tools. Oh, we're down to 30 million. 30 million. Oh my God. Oh my God. 30 million. What are you going to do with that? And the one, here's what, and okay, so if you're not a member, okay, if you're not a member, here's the things you do. You go to Americas, AMERICAS, and then SBDC.org, and you put in your zip code, and you make an appointment with a free counselor. These are all free counselors. The .org, that means they're a nonprofit organization, so they don't charge you any money. And you make an appointment with them to fill out an application or find out about more grants that you could apply for, or you need help with marketing, you need help with looking for more money, or whatever it is. They're there to help you to help your business grow or start. Okay, the other thing you do is go to SBA has another service. It's just a database of all these kinds of people. And if you go to sba.gov/local-assistance, and you put at sba.gov/local-assistance, and you put in your zip code again, and you'll have maybe 30 or 40 organizations where you live that do the same thing, okay? All these people are sitting there like Maytag Repairman, old Jesse White commercials. You don't know what I'm talking about. You guys are too young. I'm 81 years old, so the things that impressed me in my things was, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. Shit. Nobody watching this was alive then. But it's important because they show you what, see, and all you know, and most of us only know, is going to Google. And that is, to me, is a death trap. You're going to have to pay for stuff you don't have to pay for, or you're going to get scammed and things like that. That's sharks, and you can't swim when there's sharks in the water, okay? The lifeguard won't yet let you, and I'm the lifeguard. So you go to those websites, okay? So now you have those people to talk to. Now, that's what I mean, you have to talk. That's the other thing about learning how to get information, learning how to be successful in what you want to do in life. You have to learn how to talk. And you don't have to learn, you just have to talk. And you have to talk like a human being. You don't have to know what to say. No, you just tell them, hey, I need help. The only 3 words you need to know about getting to get help and get free money or free help or get anything that you want to do in life is find the nonprofit organizations, find the government offices that are set up to do this. See, it's not like you're interrupting somebody's day that they're really, peeling potatoes all day or something like that. No, they're waiting for that phone to ring. Their job is to help you. Now, the amount of help you get will vary on whether the moon's out or not and who knows what. And because people are people. So that's why you want to talk to more than one person. And that's why you want to find lists of people who help you with that. So you could go down the list and keep talking. And it's sort of like looking for a date or looking for a job. You don't have one person you want to ask out. If you really want to go out and go to the prom, one person says no, you go to another person, right? You want a job, really want a job, one person says no, then you go to another office and look for a job. That's what this is. But people, we have something in mind because most of us don't do this. I've been doing it for 50 goddamn years. I can't believe that. Man, am I old. I'm older than dirt. and it's there for you. They want to help. And the problem is, too, we have a bad feeling about government offices because, well, who knows why. And a lot of it feels right, but they're not all like that bad. It's sort of like saying all blonde women are dumb. Now, that's a dumb question to say anyway. But even if there are some, they're not all that way, right? All brunette women are probably the same amount of dumb brunettes as there are blondes. But we like to feel that way. So that's why in the government stuff, Reagan used to have a joke. The joke is, I'm from the government, I'm here to help you. And that's too bad that he says that. Because we all have bad experiences with the government. I have bad experiences with Comcast. I have bad experience with the telephone company. Any big organization, they're a pain in the ass, because they all want to run by robots and not people. And so any big organization, there's no difference between a government and not. But a government really is better to me, and I'm biased, so don't trust me, is because they work for you. See, the for-profit organizations work for your money. That's all they're working for. They want your money, and that's all. So here they don't want your money. They already have money. They already got paid. So that's you got to realize that these are human beings, and if you treat them right, you get them to work for you all day long for free. That's what you want. You need help, and you want people to help you, and their job description is to help people. Okay, that's their job. Now, how they do it, how often they do it, how well they do it, it's going to vary. But remember, that's what they get paid for. The other people on the commercial side, they want your money, so they get paid for that. But if you don't have money, and that's fine, if you want to use that, you have money. But so many people don't have money to spare to do that. And that's why you have to use these other systems, but it takes a little different attitude to take advantage of these systems, because they have different motives to help you, and you have to learn that. And the only way you learn that is by calling them up and being very, very nice. And because when you're nice, then that attracts people nice back to you. If you're mad, if you're angry, and you're pissed off because you're waiting on hold for 20 minutes, they're going to angry get back to you. You're putting up a fight right away, and they just said hello. Well, they're going to be mad back, and they're not going to help you as much. So that's what's important to do. And it's all about using the phone, and that's what on Let's Go Help is really trying to teach people that. And that's why now, before I'm live on Let's Go Help Now, we just had 2 hours of members telling other members how they do it and how they get the money. See, you learn from other people like you and how they got the money. And that's what I think is one of the neatest things about what we're doing. And it's loving people. Everyone here is just to help somebody else and find and feel the joy it is to help other people with something We all could help somebody. And that's how our heart grows. And maybe I'm old, and that's why I talk like this or whatever, because I can't run faster, I can't think faster, I can't get stronger or faster or anything, but I can love harder. That's what I feel. It was a couple of years ago, man, So that's one thing you could keep growing forever. And I wish when I knew this when I was your age. I mean, I sort of had it in me, but I didn't know how to do it. Nobody encourages you. Yeah, go out and love harder. Unless you're a hooker. Maybe they do. Maybe that's their cheering, their cheer when they go out to work. But the rest of us, especially a man growing up my age. Yeah, I thought if I said the word love, I had to marry him. That's how much training I had in this stuff. Men in that generation didn't know shit about this stuff. And that's why I married 3 times. But now professionally is the same thing. You love people with your profession. You're giving yourself, and you see the joy that other people could get from your at least attempt. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know the answer to everything. You just have to listen and give your advice, because people figure it out themselves, but they have to talk it out. They have to hear it, and in a comfortable situation. So if you're just screaming at them, do this, you stupid shit, sometimes I feel like that. And that doesn't fly well, and you're really not helpful. Helpful is listening and sharing with whatever you got to share with. Let's see who we have our questions. Good evening, happy Thursday. Yes, hi Amber. You guys were just working a while ago, weren't you? Hello Matthew. Hi everybody. Good evening. Hi Lenslina Smith. What do you need, Linda? Oh, Tula's here too. Tula, great. It works. Just get on the phone. Yes, Brian. Yes. I'm getting an extra time I needed. My case manager finally came through. I knew it would work out. What's that, Charity? What are you getting? A case of what? You getting a case of beer? A case of, who's the case manager? What kind of, what are they working on for you, Charity? Let us know. What is it? I remember you from my childhood. That was my childhood. And now it's coming full circle. Yes, yeah, Amber, yes. Yeah, Charity, okay. Good evening, Matthew. Great to be part of this group. Well, thank you for joining, Crystal. Yeah, share, help people, go through, see what people say. I'm looking for Brian for $17,000. It can make someone's day. Yes, it can. We all have the power to make someone else's day. What do we get started? I love being a part of this community. Ron and Brian, what you want to do, to me anyway, I believe, any grants to get a new phone without services, my phone is breaking up. Well, breaking up is hard to do. They say they're breaking up. Yeah, I mean, for new phones and stuff, there's programs that they have around for that. And a way to do that is if you go to Find Help, findhelp.com, and you put in your zip code, and then you put in phone, okay? And see the organizations that give out free phones. There'll be a whole bunch of nonprofit organizations that do that, okay? And there's no and then you have to follow up. See, what people don't do, they look for something perfect in that list, and it won't be perfect. But what you do is you call those anyway if they're not perfect, and tell them what you're looking for. Say, I don't think you're the person, but my needs, can you help me? But if you can't, can you suggest someone else to help me? That's what you really have to do. And that's how you really find things, because that leads to something else, that leads to something else, that leads to something else. And that's what, let's see, I'm trying to get the 500 link here. Okay, for some, the questions that people just asked about where to start, yes, this is one I'm using, this get phones for free. Okay, here, this link, go to that link in Let's Go Help To and download what they call the Let's Go Meta Grant Report. You download that because that's the answers to all the common questions people ask me, and I update that all the time. So you want to start that. That's like a Bible of this whole thing. And then also go to your 500 mini state report. You want to go there and help Lifeline Service in the states of Michigan. Yes, thank you, Michelle. Because then that's where you want to start. So it's grouped by, by subject area for your state. So if you're looking for help with solving your credit problems or debt and things like that, there's all the organizations in your state, wherever it is, whatever your state is, that help with that subject. You want to start a business, then it shows you all this major sources to start getting help to start any kind of business. And it goes on. For housing, it's the same. For jobs and work, it's another section. And then it goes on for healthcare, dental care. Hey, I don't care, you don't care. It's all there. Assurance. Amber, yes. Amber, yay. Michelle, yay. That's a new photo for you, isn't it, Michelle? Or am I just bad eyes? Any grants to get phone? Okay, good. Okay, we got you the phone things to get started. Remember, everything you get for us is a start. Okay, you just can't call one number and expect to get everything you want. What we do is give you more than one, and then you call them to see about more. Because those the organizations we have you are close, but maybe not, not on the exact target, but because they're close, they're going to know about other organizations that may be even better. And that's what you have. That's how you do research. You just keep talking to people, and they're not going to come to you. Hey, I bet this lady here wants to know about free phones. I'm going to go over and ask her. Hey, did you want to? I have a government phone for my daughter already. Quick! Oh, wonderful. See, there are. I will search on them. Great. Yeah, it is there. Let's see. Some of the other items I want to tell you about. Okay, so that's $28,000 personal grant, and I put the links in the beginning there. There's six, and it's going to open up again. That's what I want to make sure you're aware of, because if you have a small business, you've been in business for a few years, you'll probably be able to get this pretty easily. But don't hire somebody to fill out the form, because number one, they're going to take a lot of money. You don't have to do that. And number two, they may get in trouble because they're going to try to get more money than you really deserve, and so they get a higher thing. So that's not good. Okay, and remember, like, people with back taxes, but if you have trouble with the IRS at all, they have so many programs that help you pay your back taxes. Is Tula there? Tula is a member, and also a navigator. She was going to go to an accountant who charged her hundreds of dollars, or thousands, to deal with the IRS. She did it herself. She found the program called Offer and Compromise, and was able to get 90% of her back taxes forgiven. 90%. But they have other programs out there too. Number one, they'll help you do your taxes for free. Okay, and the office locator. Now the link is in the beginning. I put it in the beginning of the chat. So if you go to irs.gov and then /app and then /office-locator. But I am sure if you Google irs.gov and office locator, you'll find it. You put in your zip code and you make an appointment. You can make an appointment with these people, go down and see them, and they help you fill out whatever you want for free. And that's it. H&R Block will charge you $300, $400 probably. These charge you for free. IRS has another program too to help you if you can't pay taxes because times are tough. You don't have enough money to pay taxes. They have something to help you there. And it's called Tax Relief Because of Tough Times. And that's by the Taxpayer Advocate. So you go to taxpayeradvocate.irs.gov, taxpayeradvocate.irs.gov, and you are looking for tax relief, okay? And then the offer and compromise. Now, this is another thing you keep in your bonnet, because this is really important. It is the low-income taxpayer clinics. Low-income taxpayer clinics. It's at the Taxpayer Advocate Office of the IRS, and these are grants that they give the law firms and nonprofit lawyers to fight the IRS for you. Isn't that amazing? The IRS is giving grants to lawyers to fight them for you. So you think you have to hire a hotshot lawyer at $400 an hour? No, you just have to find the program that the government already paid these lawyers $400 an hour or whatever they're getting, probably not that much, to fight for you. So that's what you want to do. So that's, where was that? Oh, yes, low-income taxpayer clinics. Low-income taxpayer clinics. Also, this year is probably going to, every state, most every state, but more states are going to have a way for you to pay your taxes for free. It's going to be like TurboTax, okay? IRS has made a TurboTax. And actually, iOS paid TurboTax to do theirs. And that's why they're pissed off. They were supposed to give it to IRS, and it was, the IRS was treated, TurboTax, and these people treated the IRS terribly when the IRS really was trying to help them. And so they're getting it so that anybody in the country could pay their taxes for free. Now, there was 12 states you could do that in. Now, this year, there's going to be a lot more, and hopefully all of them. They all can do it, but they have to get, it takes so long to get set up. So last thing I saw, there's about at least 20 states. So you'll be able to apply online completely free for both federal and state taxes, okay? And that is, I forget what they call tax. What the heck do they call it? I'll tell you. Direct file. That's a direct file. I mean, it's crazy. This is a government form. And why we have to pay $300-400 to fill out a government form is terrible. And so that's why the IRS has been working on this, and they finally got it down now. So it's easy enough. And it may be, maybe you can only make up to $80,000 or something like that. But boy, and the problem is everybody scares you that you're going to be audited. If you don't worry about any of that stuff, really. And just be honest and ask the IRS for help, and they'll give it to you. There's no reason not to. Most of them are good people. Sure, there's bad people. There's bad people everywhere. Yeah. You got, and the government represents, it's about 30% of our country is government or nonprofit organizations. So you have a third of our country that gives you money, and then we have 2/3 of our country that wants to take your money, right? Well, the IRS takes our tax dollars, right? So they take your money a different way. But their services and help, then they give it back to us in different ways. So you can get it back that way. It's amazing because I think the average taxpayer pays about $10,000, but the average adult gets $17,000 back from the government. Well, that doesn't match up, does it? The difference is called the deficit. There are ways they get taxes from government officials. From businesses and fees and all kinds of stuff. But basically, we run in the deep end. We run in the negative because they give more than they can bring in. That's basic economics, isn't it? That is it. Okay. Well, guys, I just wanted to say hello tonight because I didn't get hold of you this morning. Tula, what does that mean? Can't file child tax credit without W-2 form. I'm not positive. File your taxes for free. Yes. And no, you could get that without if you have, and you don't even have to have income. We'll hop on live later. Oh, wonderful. And again, in the beginning, I have the listing of how to get the make an appointment with a free help, local appointments for free help filling out your taxes, okay? And yeah, Tula is the tax forgiveness queen. so love Tula, because she gives love back. Okay, guys? Yeah, I'm fading, okay? It's almost 10 o'clock, and it's past the happy hour time. Ask me on my live at 9 Pacific, so that's midnight. Oh, you're on midnight tonight. Oh, nice, Tula. Good. Okay, show your love to Tula. Midnight tonight, okay, guys? Love you all so much. Tula, thank you for sharing your heart with me. I feel it so much. Thank you. Thank you, Edgar. Yes, you will.